Day 22. And boy, are we feeling it. It's been a journey. But we have got a pretty damn good start for today. We got the sauna yesterday, so now we have 90 steps. And we're going to spend just a couple of them to go to the outbuilding. And fingers crossed, I'm hoping for a specific building, or a specific room. There we go. Hovel. We don't need to enter the hovel. Nothing really spawns in there. Well, technically nothing really spawns in there. So we're good. We've now got a bonus to spend. I am excited to see. Got to keep an eye out on the new the new painting mechanic, sketch mechanic. Ooh, I'm still feeling it from yesterday. New sketch mechanic, and the drawings, face ace, card. Again, things. There's multiple rules to the paintings, I believe, but we'll figure it out later as we move forward. We're going to take a Nook, and we're going to do our best to fill in this entire map. I saw a second thing. What do we got? What do we got here? We've got a coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase. Okay. Well, if we find ourselves some coins, we can absolutely do that. Pantry. Speaking of, ooh, banana. Lovely 3 steps. It's telling that when I see a banana now, I think, ooh, free 3 steps. I'm going to take the den. Ooh, bath bats. Do we have B? Yes, we have B. Then we have lock clock. Do we have L? Yep, and C. Lock and clock. Let's see here. Let's go this way. We've got the coat check for the card key. We have the hallway. And we have the parlor. I'm going to choose the hallway. Just because. Let's see. We got a mountain. And peas. Peas and peak. Well, we have P already, so that's fine. We've got storeroom, bedroom, and spare room. I'm going to take the storeroom. Oh, right, and we can use gems because of our boon to shuffle or reorganize a room. Okay, we've got car and coal. We've got a C already, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm okay taking the nursery right now. So we can get those extra steps to spend. Another gem. Very good. But again, you gotta remember, we're not spending gems like we would. Do we want to go to through the den, or do we want to... No, you know what? I want to go and double make sure that we can, in fact, do this. Courtyard, spare room, closet. I'm going to take the spare room, as you do, just to get a nice corridor going, and hopefully we get a dead-end room. Lav bed, parlor. I'll take the lavatory. Nothing should be in there, so we're not going to waste the step. Alright, and then we're going to go in this direction, because I want to... We're going to do this. Let's take a look around. We got a free sledgehammer. Love to see it. Let's take a quick peek around. We just got some digging spots, which is not bad. Remind ourselves if we find the shovel. We have observatory in the parlor. I'm going to take the parlor. Yoink. And we'll take our wind-up key. And we'll do the boxes. Only one box is true. Potentially true. Only one box contains gems. Potentially true again. The gems are in the white box. Ooh, this one's very straightforward. Well, straightforward as in the prompts are straightforward. The riddle here is not. Gems are in the white box. Only one box contains the gems. Only one box is true. Oh, wait. Only one box is true. I thought... Okay. Well, only one box contains gems has to be the true statement because that is the entire puzzle. So this is the true statement. Therefore, only one box contains the true statement. Could still be true. And then gems are in the white box. Could still be true. Only one box is true. If this is false... Okay, so if one box is true, then this is the only true box. Which means this would have to be a lie. So 2 boxes are true, therefore the gems are in the white box is probably the truth. Therefore, the gems are in the white box. I do enjoy that one. That one's always quite the joy to figure out. Hallways. I want to hold on to security right now because it can work with the... what's the word I'm thinking of? The boiler room. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to pick the chapel and not go in it. Oh, yeah, because we're not going to go in it. We can do this way instead. We have the passageway, we have the corridor, and we have the closet. I'm going to choose the closet, because we can dead-end ourselves just a smidge. There we go. Find more keys and gems. Oh, stairs, stars. We have S. Yes, we have S. Alright, so with that, do we want to go to the den? Yeah. No, you know what? We'll spend a coin to go into the chapel because I don't want to, not particularly waste steps, but I don't want to use all those steps going to the den in order to then not have them anymore. West Wing. Crow and boat and bird, so B again. Grab the garage, because that'll give us the keys, quite a few keys. And we still maybe potentially have something else. Yes, another coin. Excellent. We don't have the spare key, but if we do get the spare key, we'll be able to use it. Into here we go. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to this, to the drafting pool. You know what? I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to spend all those steps to get ourselves a new thing. And we got this yesterday, or in the last whatever. Hey, that's the study. A very detailed paper model of a safe. Ooh, if I have the magnifying glass, we might be able to see something. But it doesn't look it. Oh, and then the grand hall here, or the foyer, or whatever it's called. Yep, and the date did change, so that is telling me what the date is. Good to know. Good to know. Just double checking everything. We have tie and tray. Alright, we'll get to the thing in a sec. Alright, so note to self. The center doors are pointless. if we get ourselves the grand foyer, or whatever the hallway is. Alright, let's take a new room. We have the dormitory, which is a dead end, but each time you enter dormitory after drafting a room, gain 10 steps. Each time you enter a dormitory after drafting a room? So does that mean every time we draft a room and then go back into the dormitory, we get 10 more steps? That's potentially quite powerful, if I'm reading it correctly. Vestibule. Whenever you enter the vestibule, 3 of the doors in the room unlock, and the 4th one becomes locked. That's pretty good. Okay, there's the one door we enter, so that already would be unlocked, obviously. But then 2 of the other doors become unlocked as well, which is quite useful, having only one door needing to be locked. But the clock tower. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each tomorrow room you draft today. Oh, that clock tower actually is very powerful. I'm leaning towards the vestibule or the clock tower. Drafting cost is 1 for you. It's 2 for you. You know what? I'm going to add the clock tower, because that right there is super powerful. Just like the morning room, getting stuff at the start of your next day, that's really good. Alright, we've got hallway, library, and the observatory. Can we rotate a floor plan? We can. We don't need to, however. We will spend 3 steps, but we will take the star. So let's see here. 8 is... I get a key. Nice. Free key. Oh, here we are. We have road and rod. R is already ticked. Alright, whenever I enter the gym, I lose 2 steps. I'm going to take the hallway. Oop. I hear beepies. Ah, there it is. Nice. Okay, I'm going to say... Sage and stage, maybe. Well, that's stage. I don't know if that's sage or not. Either way, S is taken out. So wait, okay, theater. I don't know what would rhyme here. Let's see. Bedroom, hallway, passageway. I'm going to rotate this so we can get the bedroom. Spending a gem to do that is actually super worth it, because not only are we going to get some extra steps. Ooh, we get the car keys. How many steps will it take to get back to the garage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. We did just get 8. 10. We did just get 8. You know what? Let's do that. Alright. Also, let's open this up just to see what we can get. Coat check. Guest room. Security. I'm going to take the guest room. But I'm not going to... well, I mean, I'm going to go in it in a second. But... Ooh, lockbox. Didn't see you before. Smash. Ooh, money. Alright, now we're going to need to look for a store. Looking for a store would be very useful. Alright. What kind of goodies are in the trunk of this? We have a map. Is it different from... It's different from the map we found the last time. So that's interesting to know. We've got a magnifying glass as well. Okay, so we are on the lookout for a shovel. Car and card or face. Yeah, okay, we know it's a card and a car. Alright, and, hey, we found the magnifying glass. Can we use it on this sucker? Yes, we can. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, clear. I can use it here? Wait a minute. Let me try something. I doubt this is gonna work, but if I can open this, so 19, okay, clear all that. 19. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, but this is a way to test. This is another way to test to see if the safe can open. Which is actually quite good. Now, there's 2 rooms you can test to see that. Because there's also, you know, the room itself where the safe is in. Road. Got it. Just wanted to double check. Alright, let's go in here. Get ourselves our steps that we need. There's nothing to grab in here. Alright. So we're hoping to get a... Ooh, we got a key. Hoping to get a straight path here. Hallway, kitchen, office. Kitchen's not bad. Opportunity to earn and spread money. Kitchen's not bad because that can get me some steps, and I do have quite a few monies. But I'm going to pick the hallway, because that'll hopefully not get us into a bad situation. Chart and coal. Or cart. Chart and cart! Hey, it rhymed. Alright. Now we're dealing on the west side of the house. Which means we are going to be dealing with more locked doors. So I actually am going to start wanting to make my way over more towards the east. Alright. What can I get here? Gems, salt shaker, shovel. We're taking the shovel. Salt shaker as well. Because if I find food things, we'll be very happy. I can't get the key, but I can get the gem. I can get a couple gems. Alright, so what is the map telling me here? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I see that room. Right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to shoot for this room here. Ooh. Let's come in floor plans while drafting in the library. Ooh, I'm not going to be drafting, unfortunately, in the library. So that would actually be a bit of a waste. The dining room, however, is not a waste. However, we're not going to go in the dining room. Not yet. I mean, there's the clock tower. There's the boudoir. And there's the utility closet. I'm willing to buy the new clock tower right now. Alright, so... tomorrow you will start with keys from out of tomorrow rooms you draft today. Potentially then, it could be the stuff I will draft. So the ones I've already gotten won't count. But I've got 3 hallways that are tomorrow rooms. So potentially I have 3 keys in my pocket tomorrow. Didn't look up. That's actually quite scary. Also, the time right there might mean something. very cool. Unfortunately, we know that the clock tower is at the right, is the bottom right-hand corner. Ooh. There we go. We have Tiger and Trey. There is a Rook here. I'm gonna have to pay attention to where certain chess pieces are on the board, aren't I? All right, that's another day's start. The fuck? Southward, I see a swan. Ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westward winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crown. Dark are the days coming forth. The fuck? Oh no. Okay. Well, okay. We've got a couple things here. Okay, first and foremost, there's a circle. Which I don't know how to do on a graph paper. Fuck. We're just going to be very careful. There we go. That's a pretty decent circle, actually. Okay, so we'll start here, I guess. We've got a flower. And then next to it is some kind of super S. Hopefully the edgings doesn't really matter, but that will tell me a dial eventually? I don't know. Okay, now we have directions. South, west, north, east, fourth. Oh, boy. Okay. So... Jesus fucking Christ. How do I write this down? Southward, I see a swan. Okay, so... Where am I writing this? Crap. I'm gonna... New page! South... Swan. I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore. Swan. Shore. Question mark on that with that. Carried by westward. Oh no, west. Cross that out. Ashen like sands of the shore, carried west. Is sands / ash. Rogue like the moon of the north. And east is eastward, I see a crow. So that, actually, now that I look at it, could be related to this. Because that looks like a part of a dial. That looks like part of a dial. So therefore, wherever the swan, sands of ash, moon, and crow are on the north, south, east, and west, that will orient the dial in some way. I just need more pieces of the dial. Okay, interpreted. Plus we have a rook here. Okay, there's a bunch of pipes. Is there anything else we have here? No, it doesn't seem like there's anything else in this room. Okay, let's not run down the stairs. There's A, no hand railing. And B, tripping hazard is even worse. Whew. Okay, So, now we go back to the dining room. We don't necessarily have... Whoop, there we go. We don't... Well, I don't want to go north quite yet. I want to go to the foundation. And I want to go across, because I want to make my way across the house. Oh, right, I have a shovel. Hey, and we got the turnip. Actually, fair point. How far is the courtyard? Well, okay, let me finish digging up these holes. Old shoe. Alright, not too many. Okay, so if I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't count, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to get myself to the courtyard. Nah, it's not worth it at this point. If we have the steps later, maybe. At this second, I'm not gonna worry. Hello, my pretty. Alright, first and foremost, spend a gem. That didn't rotate. It did rotate you in the way I didn't think. Doesn't matter. Boiler room. I was gonna say, it's like, that didn't rotate in the way I wanted it to. Oh. Oh, well, that answers a question. That never got turned on. Oh, so you know what? Let me go back over to the foundation there. Old tin can. We could recycle. Get 50 cents from that. 5 cents from that. All right. I'm gonna spend a step. Are you? These lamps weren't originally on, were they? I think they were. All right. So, red box doesn't affect this. God, we're wasting these little steps here. I don't like it. Okay. Boiler room there. Swap this on. Up we go. Turn this dial here. Activate the thing. Flip it to turn in that direction. So now we've got the boiler room kicked on. Okay. Lose half your steps. Fuck you. But I have to choose it. 28 steps is pretty bad. Is that the right one? Okay, no, wait a minute. That looks like the shore, or the beach, or sand and tag. Okay, that's one we don't know. Alright, we are now in the weight room, which means... Oh, we also have the treasure map here. Where's a dig spot? Oh, no. I do have the shovel, too. Okay, so I do need to have a dig spot in this area. So, oh, wait a minute. Nope, it just activated. Never mind. Taking a hell of a long time to dig the hole. Well, I am prying for floorboards. Holy shit, one of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Holy shit. I got 8 fucking gems from that. Too bad they're useless today. Still cool. Still very cool. Alright, laboratory. Actually, they're not useless today. I can use them to swivel floor plans. That is... Keep. Swiveling floor plans is super useful. Just because we can't spend them for rooms doesn't mean we can't spend them for other things. Alright. Research lab. Start up the experiment. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, whenever you draft an archived floor plan, each time you find some trash while digging, we'll do that one, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Set your steps to 40. That's going to be very useful moving forward because we only have 23 steps right now. So if I can reset my steps now, that'd be great. All right, we do need to keep an eye on our steps and keys. Okay, so we have a vial. There's a bath, tube, tub. Don't remember what this was originally. Was it vial? No, it wouldn't be V. Tube, SR, P, L. No. That was a little weird. Alright, last one we've got. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. That's going to be the last room. Alright. Oh, okay. Getting a little tight here with the doors. Oh, well, interesting. Okay, while you draft, you may redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Well, whichever one we do. The bookshop of not... Well, I mean... Major key or minor key? I need keys. Oh, and that just spent a shit ton of stuff there. Rain. Reeds? Cloud. Okay, that... Oh, yep. And look, we found more... We found a ton more music sheets that absolutely mean something. Alright, secret garden key. We are in a particular position to use that. Ooh. Gotcha. Alright, that was pretty good. So... my thought on the secret garden key is that I need to have it either A, come off a very specific room, which I don't know if that's the case, or B, have it on a particular spot where we have rich soil. And the only rich soil that we have at the moment would be from the dining room and the top right corner. So keep that in mind. Also, I just erased the X marks the spot on this map here because apparently that doesn't matter for... Oh, shit. Well, that's not good to see. That doesn't matter for the map. Okay, we've got only a couple steps left, so if we can find a bedroom or something to get our food up, that would be just great. Ooh, a couple steps. What is 8? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only need a couple. Alright, so can't do that. East wing bunk room. It's going to have to be the east wing. Okay. Use a key. Bunk room, boudoir. I'm going to do the boudoir. Yep. And dinner is served in the kitchen. So, okay, we get ourselves a couple extra steps. Check this. Can I use the secret garden key from the boudoir? No. Alright, we'll be back to you later. Plane and door. Again, there's some things. There are a few things we don't know. Ooh! Oh, look at the porterhouse. Alright, I don't have the showroom either, but 20 steps is still 20 steps. Ooh, plus the salt. Eat food and gain steps. I gain an extra step, so yay. Alright, so boudoir needs a key. But we'll hold off on... Oh, well, here's the showroom. Drawing room. And the dark room. I'm going to shuffle. So that the drawing room has now 2 ways to go. This obviously will need a key. Yes, it will. Ooh, flan and fan. This one doesn't need a key, though. Oh, no, this is... No, we're going to redraw. Redraw the floor plans. The pool. Oh, yeah, the entire boiler... Oh, no, boiler room was down here. If we get the pool and connect it to the weight room... Oh, wait, no, it needs... I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it, because the off chance that... from the boiler room to the weight room goes through the door? Maybe? I don't know. But, okay, we got paint can and a pint. Because I was going to say that's beer, but I'm going to say pee. Alright. Use a key on this. Ballroom, aquarium, hallway. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your gems to 2. Well, that's not great. I'm going to rotate the floor plans. Because we've just lost the boiler room. Because we can't take it anywhere else. Yeah, we can't take it anywhere else. However, good to know that because of this, the door did go down. So if we did find a room that was connectable with boiler, it would have still gone through. Okay. Noted. Well, I've never seen the attic before. Laundry room, gymnasium, lose 2 steps. I've never seen the attic before, but that's 9 steps, and at this point, I don't need items. I'm willing to spend 2, because we are so close in filling out the entire house here. Alright, I'm going to use the secret garden key just to see. Holy shit, it worked! How the fuck did it work? Okay. We take those. 3 extra steps. I'm just gonna put secret garden question mark on that specific square. Anyway, time to start digging. Give me turnips. Okay, we got a key. I mean, we gotta do a couple different things. Also, doors. Another turnip. 7 steps. Yum, 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 yum. Just take a big old bite of a turnip. Ooh, scrap of paper. Experiment successful. Okay, that is still very useful. So, we need... Where is it? Alright, so... If we flip the page here, we need the hammer plus battery plus lever. That will make us something in the workshop. That's really, really useful. That's really good. Okay, well, we have a combination in the workshop. Is that the only combination in the workshop? Who knows? Ooh, now that's interesting. This is interesting, and that's... Oh my fucking god. Wait a minute. There's something here. There's something here. Okay, wait a minute. Did we just learn this? So south, the swan faces. Okay, so that's south. What's west? Sands. Are we missing a turn? We're missing... Well, this doesn't turn. Okay, there's no other turny dial. This looks exactly like a secret entrance. Okay, if the swan faces south... What does this one point to? Okay, so swan, west... okay, so east... So the bottom one needs to face east. Or not, whatever. Oh, shit! Alright, Secret Garden has that one. I guess they all needed to face in that direction. I thought differently. Never mind. Oh, that makes sense, because the moon there. Alright, no, this is still really good information. Okay, we have found all 4 levers now. That is extremely useful. Alright, locked, sure. Open it up. Servants' quarters, plus for each bedroom in your house. Billiards room. Honestly, we have quite a few bedrooms, and we have the steps for it, so I'm gonna spend that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boudoir, bedroom, nursery. Yep, all the different bedrooms. Oh, this one's a weird one. Indian chief chef. There are 12 major keys. Yes, that's good to know. 12 keys. All right, some money there. We've got the shoes, the running shoes. Those are not terrible to have right at the moment. Anything else around here? We've got some luggage. We do have a note. Ooh, and it's a big one. Hartley, I know we spoke often of the day that of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude, always interrupted with tactful and polite reputation for me. Repudiations? Something from you. Probably like well-mannered words or something. I have always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered. Wow, I am off on the reading today. Okay. Polite reputations from you. I've always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. A little bit of... No, probably not love. I mean, this is the manor of the house with my uncle, and this is absolutely the butler, because this is the servants' quarters. This is the guy. This is the right-hand man of my grandfather and this estate. With my passing, I release you from your post and services to the Sinclair family and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better suited to meet the needs of the young Master Simon. A valet? Oh, so this is the car guy. That's maybe butler / valet. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. Oh, that's so generous. My lawyers have all the details for the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the peculiars. For the past 4 decades, working for him for 40 years, that's dedication. You have served willingly as the subject and victim to many whims, games, and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. That is, honestly, that's really nice. That's like my grandfather was a good dude, man. He was a good dude. I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Until we meet again, my friend Herbert. Oh, that's such a sweet letter. See, the tiny little bits of world building, and not world building, character building. So there's the world building of, the political structure, but the character building of not actually meeting these characters is really nice. It's really sweet. All right, we get ourselves a vault. Well, here's some... Actually, there's a couple things here we can do. So, we have to do the passage because we are so close, so flippin' close on getting ourselves a full house. And we have so many keys, we can probably do it too. Let's see. Furnace. You know what? Let's spend it to go to the office. Plane. No. I was going to say, that's a lamp. And that's a plane. Yep, I see that. I saw that. Oh, this is new. Is this new? That might not have been new, but I never saw it before. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passage of the Barons, Herring of the Major. had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearing or herring. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. March, okay. Queen, Count, Lord, Baron, Major. I mean, there's some information here that I am not privy to. Alright, we've got ourselves another safe. So, let's try what we know again. We're going to try both codes here. 1, 9, 5, 2. Nope. And then 9, 0, 8, 3. Nope. Okay. So there is yet another safe. I doubt that they're all going to have the same code. But okay, now, a question I had to myself. Okay, so I didn't know if the key would change depending on which entrance I went into. Basement key. Tick. Alright, so now we've got a couple choice ideas here. Number 1 being, let's just fucking check the base room. Special key, basement key. Doesn't fit. Alright, so it is a special key. Walk-in closet, dark room, locksmith. Alright, I'm going to spend this. Place the dark room. Alright, how many steps will it take for me to get around? It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Because I do not want to go in the dark room and accidentally block myself off from finishing this. So, oh, well, actually, it's going to take a couple extra steps, but that's fine. Whoop. Alright, drawing room. Can I go basement key from this? No, it will not. Open, says me, please. We have the rotunda. Well, there's the fucking pump room. Rotunda. It's going to have to be the rotunda because this can rotate. Unless I redraft. That's 9 steps. I'll have 11 left. Still enough. I'm going to choose the rotunda. I'm going to take the rotunda. Not only because I can then check a new room that has very little in it, but still. Press it one more time so that we have the rotunda with the boudoir. There we go. I think that was probably well worth the spin there. Special key, basement? Not at all. Okay. Ooh, we're so close. Sauna, secure. It's gonna have to be security. Ooh, and I can rotate the floor plan. That's nice to know. All right, no, security. And with that, we gotta check it just to be safe. I mean, we didn't know that the garden key would actually work. Mail room. There's the pump room. That is not going to do much. But mail room. Order placed. Oh shit. The Full House Trophy. I was right about the name, too. Oh, I didn't even... You have been awarded the Full House Trophy for drafting a room in every single open slot of the house. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. We still haven't found a trophy room, though. Ooh. It's like a box. Or a square. Ah, there it is. Okay. Well, fucking aces. Doing the devil horns here. Oh, look at that. Now that's an achievement. That's a good achievement. Ooh, that feels good. That feels good. Okay. So, now that that's been taken care of, don't need to worry about that anymore. That's just the one little brain gremlin that I so wanted to do. And now that it's done, we don't have to worry about filling the house out 100%. I mean, we'll still try and fit rooms where we can so that we have maximized floor plan and item distribution and information. But now it's not a necessity. So this is a huge piece of stuff that we now don't need to worry about. Damn well. Oh. All right, and with that, is there anything I need to do at the moment? Okay. No, there is not. Nope, we're good. All right, we're calling it the day. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, that feels so good. Mount Holly, Temporal Inn. 6 tomorrow rooms, 6 bedrooms. New rooms found, 5. Full floor plan. Save and continue. So now we're just progress. So now with that, like I said, little mind gremlin out of the way, not only do I think we've unlocked... Ooh, we have 6 keys too. Nice. Yeah, no, that's fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Alright. Let's go see what we can do over here. What kind of run are we gonna do? Now we don't have to really worry about the hovel anymore. Well, I mean, we can still do the hovel, but we'll do a schoolhouse run. Schoolhouse Rocky. Yeah, no, we don't really need to worry about spending steps as currency now because of the hovel. We can just do normal gems and keys. We can change our brain mindset. Also, let me go and take a look here at what we've got. We're missing a couple rooms here and a couple rooms here. One room on this side, and then there's the 46th. We've got, I think we're missing 2 bedrooms, 1 hallway. We've gotten all the green rooms, because we just, spread fruit throughout the house. Oh, I didn't know that's the thing. Okay. Well, that's not going to be in the pool permanently now that we unlocked it with the key. I doubt that. I think it needs the key. Shops, we still got a few shops. Red rooms, all checked. Studio additions. And those are the new ones. Oh, right. Classroom. While drafting. Oh, yeah. Studio additions is from that. And then we've got outer rooms for that. Okay. Right. So we're on a classroom run today. We're going to see how many classrooms we can fit into the house. Along with the boiler room. Try and error. Or trial and error. Pin Pine. Yoink. Dead end on that. Parlor hallway. Pick the hallway for now, but we're not going to go in it just yet. We're going to go library, pantry, spare room. Let's go... Ooh, library would get me that last book, but no. We're going to go spare room. Give us a... Ooh, is there something there? No? Okay. give us a go-ahead. Observatory, mailroom. Yeah, let's do the mailroom. That's been popping up more recently. Because we've got a package delivered. What do we got? Sleeping mask and 2 gems. Honestly, the sleeping mask is pretty good, but the gems are very good today. Because we need to spend a gem in order to open the classroom. So which way do we want to go? This way? Yeah, this way. Nursery, library. Good. All of them are pretty... Yeah, we'll do library here. I've got to get my mindset off of filling in the house now. Alright. What do we got here? Lord Evanson, Simon, and Babbage. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Introductions. The third largest city in Fen Ares and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk and don't get much further than the Botanical Gardens. Ooh, we have Botanical Gardens. I love that. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. This does sound like a great place, be it a little oppressive. Reddington is that type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Ooh, the Botanical Gardens. Reddington's most popular attraction and guaranteed crowd pleaser, the Botanical Gardens, is loved by both locals and visitors for its azure canopy. Azure is a color, so azurean means like the hued azure. Canopy house and mausoleum. Its petal-covered trails and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. Oh, I do love that. This is the reason springtime in Reddington's busy season. Springtime in Reddington. Germany. It's not far off. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past the 1,000 species of tropical plants, each remarkable in its own right. Yet even more stunning set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. That felt like a run-on sentence for me, but I think it's just how I was inflectuating. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in the picturesque walk, which concludes at Midway Station. Yes, and then the holly, specimen of holly, unique to Reddington's mountains. Yes, we know of that. Okay, Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfall Keep, the former home of Lord William Epsom, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Epsons since before the Third Era. After the death of Lord Epsom, his oldest son, Lionel Epsom, left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfall Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. I love that! I want to go visit this place. This is so up my alley. Giant Gothic, well, maybe not Gothic, but giant castle and botanical gardens. You're speaking my language here, game. It is still believed by many that Featherfall was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Ooh, there's even a lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil scenery, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of Fern Ares' premier vacation destinations for Jet 2 holiday. Exclusive. Fucking stupid. Exclusive for its more privileged citizens. The lakeside resort in... I'm sorry. The lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous. In the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Monday and Fridays. Oh, and that was it. Oh, no, it wasn't. Misclicks. Mount Holly, where I reside. At the elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in Reddington's range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly's trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. Well, I live there, so I'll probably be doing a lot of that. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded, whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, my house, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. The 80-acre, oh, I got a lot of land. Acre Mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, the property has been completely private since the closing of Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Okay. So my house is going to have a lot of visitors. Great. We'll get the dogs. Get the dogs and maybe a sniper. We'll make sure that does not happen. Mainway Station Bazaar. For the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay, one might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar. But don't be too hasty. Without proper guidance, the Mainway Station can be a dangerous place. How so? Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's Central Railway Station. Station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. So, note to self, we don't use trains here, just like America. Now that I'm not wrong, now the turnstiles, footbridges, and platforms have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. That's kind of cool. Whether you are bargain hunting, looking for adventure, or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. How is it dangerous, though? That's what I want to know. Ooh, and we have a map. Okay, so this is Reddington. we are... Well, I don't have a magnifying glass here. There's the bar. Mount Peak. Oh, we're south. We're south of Reddington. Huh. Pretty cool. Yeah, there's definitely... I mean, I'd like to have the magnifying glass with me the next time I read this book, so I can at least read some names there. But that's cool. All right. Sightseeing and all of that. All right, I want to go check out something here, because it's been a little while since we've gone to the second floor of the library. I want to see what is now in here. Because there's a couple things. Contraptions I've made. None on that. Largest purchase. Still no idea what these are. That and that. I still haven't gotten the secret passage or the vault. Yeah, there's 3 rooms that I still haven't done. Now, hey, now I can do the secret passage. That'd be great. Highest grade of the classroom is 2. Good to know. Glad that that's at least a marker there. Okay. I was hoping there was another couple things that I could use. Yep, and this is just the numbers. All right, that's actually really good and good to know. So there were a couple notes I was hoping that would show up there, but I guess it's more of a statistics than an actual information thing. Okay, not that I'm going to, but I did look up what kind of mods were available for blueprints, and the one that, I mean, other than being a cheapskate and kind of cutting through the puzzles and just finding everything, where's the fun in that? There was a mod that let you have a little tab or a collection of all the documents that you had found. Like a lexicon of documents, kind of like the lexicon of the rooms. That sounded extremely useful. Oop. Well, first and foremost, ooh, do I want to rotate? You know what? I'm willing to spend a gem to rotate so that I can at least continue on. So, okay. We have grade 1. And this has stayed. Let me turn my... Let me turn my thing here. Okay. So that has stayed. Spiral stairs and stars. So the difference is that while it is the same starting letter, the rest of it are not. So stairs, stars. Oh wait, no, stair, star. There's just a letter. There's an I. Ooh, is that a rule of one letter is missing? Why is 8 infinity? Oh, fuck off. Also, this looks like a way too modern classroom. I just realized with the ceiling, with the tiles and whatnot. That's fun to think about. Nook, commissary, courtyard. I am going to redraw. And we are going to grab the hallway. And then we're going to sneeze. Tie and tray. Going to the chapel, and I think that's fine. We have a coin. Commissary, laboratory, boudoir. All right, we'll just spend the bathroom right there, so we don't have to fuck around with it. I don't need the garage. I don't need the money. I need gems. That's what I need. Card and car. Or face and something. Nursery, West Hall. We don't have many gems left. I'm going to take the West Hall. Why not? Classroom! Alright. We do need gems, though. Grade 2. This was the plus minus and multiply and divide room that we've already been to. Ooh. Oh, I never checked the desk to see if there was an apple. Alright, where are we going next? Dark room, lab, needs a key. Nope, it's going to have to be redrawn. Pantry, walk in. We'll go pantry. Grab the banana. Banana. Sure. I don't know the other names that this could be, which annoys me to no end. Billiards parlor. We'll take the parlor. We need the gems. Yoink. Wind up key. Alright. The gems are in this box. Pretty straightforward. The gems are in a box next to this box. The gems are in the blue box. Now, we've got a puzzle. Okay. The gems are in this. Okay. The gems are in a box next to this box. Gems are in the blue box. Gems are in this box. One of these has to be lying. One of these has to be lying. Well, two of these can be lying, let's be very fair. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. So, gems are in this box. Could be a truth, could be a lie. The gems are in the blue box. Also could be a truth, could be a lie. And the gems are in a box next to this box. Ooh, this one's a good one. Ooh, this one's a good one. Okay. So, we either have to put all of our faith that the fact that the gems are in this box. Because... No, because if all three of these statements cannot be true. So with that said, this cannot have the gems in it. Because if this is false, the gems are not in this box. If this is false... Oh, okay. So if this is false, the gems can't be there, which means this is false. Gems are in the blue box, so that can't be true. This has to be true. The gems are in a box next to this box. Therefore, we know it can't be this one. It can be the black. However, if this is the lie, gems are in a box next to this, is not true. It would have to be in this box. Therefore, this would also be a lie. Okay, so if this is a lie, this would be a truth. Wait, no. No, that's correct. If this is a lie, that means the gems have to be in the white box. Which means this would be a lie, and this would be a lie. Which that means this cannot be a lie. So that means the gems are in one of these two boxes. However, the gems are in this box versus the gems are in the blue box cannot also, well, one can only be telling the truth, therefore both cannot be telling the truth. Therefore, if this is a lie, gems are in the blue box, so the gems are not in a blue box. Therefore, also, the gems are in this box, then it contradicts that statement, therefore it's not in this box, therefore it's in the black box. Boom! I know my riddles, motherfucker. Ooh, alright, we'll do a lock here. Come on. Classroom. I need a classroom. I'm gonna use the walk-in closet. Oh, maybe I should have done that. Well, no, because we got 2 gems. Deposit box key. I still need to get the vault at some point. Alright, we've got paint can and pint. Alright, we need to go all the way back down to the West Hall through the classroom. Oh, yes. Can you find the difference? Rain and grain? Oh, that's a good one. Rain and grain. So, R and G. Yep, we already know R and G is out. So, rain and grain. So, we know first letter, very similar first letters, and rhyming. Potentially also then, with the first one, we know that it could be 1 letter missing, because stare and star. There's still some shit we need to figure out there. Drafting studios, that new floor plan. No, I want to go with more classrooms, so we're just gonna pick up 10 steps here as we leave. 10 steps. There we go on that. Plus 5, so 15 steps actually. Pilot and planter. Yeah, and then vial and bath, or the tube and tub. Tube and tub, that's what it was. Tube and tub. Card and card. Alright, we got corridor. It's going to have to be the corridor, isn't it? Or the bunk room. Bunk room will give us steps, though. Now, then we're dealing with all the stuff we need for the hallway. No, we'll do corridor. That's a cot, and that's a coat. Speaking of, coat check. Den. Hallway. I'm gonna, no, we're just gonna do the den. I'm gonna pick the den. Get an extra gem. Got a pawn there. Let's see. Stage and sage, potentially. Again, don't know. Drawing room, kind of useless. Dark room, billiards. I don't need keys. I'm going to pick the dark room so that I don't get it later. Classroom! Oh, and I think I just did a... No, we're okay. We just have to be very careful with the next stuff. Okay, grade 3. And this is our... this is the laboratories puzzle. Explained. So we got fun. Yep, there's the periodic table of elements. Grade 3. 8 is infinite, yet again. Lab stuff. Give me the apple. Alright. Ooh, and things have changed in the classroom, too. It's called water. Solid state is ice. And gaseous state is called... Quinn's pretty good. That's pretty fucking funny. But we already know the solution to this one. We figured that out. Teardrop, ice, water. Aw, Jacob. That's kinda sad. Also, you're pretty stupid. Science class, 2 out of 3. Liquid water. Solid state is called liquid state, water, gas. Why do you only have 2 and 3? Because there's no G. That's why. Alright, and then this puzzle, classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? It is flame and fur. Again, the difference, the similarities are, of course, the first letter, but the rest of the letters are not. Where are we going? Okay, we can't do that, that, and that. We have to do the boudoir. Ooh, but I can redraw. But we're not going to need to redraw. You know why? Because we're still only going in one direction. More steppy steps. Couple coins. Alright, what do we got? We kind of need a T-junction here. And we're not going to get it. Okay, yeah, we're not going to get the T-junction, but the observatory will get us another room. So what do we got here for today? We have, what, 9? So it's going to be a combination of the cross and a diamond to make 9. Alright, what do we got here? We've got mountain or peak. P. And those are peas in a pod. So the letter P. And there's a rook. It's a fucking rook. East Hall, bedroom. No, it's going to have to be the East Hall because then we don't have anything else moving forward. Sand and... Ooh. Cross off the A. We're about close to half of the letters here. Sand and. That's funny, though. I do like the and. Alright. Ooh! We don't have the pool. I'm going to still pick the boiler room. I'm going to activate it nonetheless. Because why not? There's nothing there's no downside to activating the boiler room in this state. And we'll see how it goes. Unlock this door. Archives, closet, cloister. None of them I really like. I have to go the archives. I don't want to. But we kind of have to. Alright, I'm going to hold off, because does this not go through? No, this does not go through. So I am going to... Ooh, nothing there. Alright, I'm going to hold off on going through the archives there, because I want to get the pool so that I can throw in the boiler room, and then maybe we can luckily get that into that specific spot. Alright, what do we got? Magnifying glass, shovel, and a set of gems. I'm going to take... Do I take 2 gems? I'm going to take 2 gems. Thank you very much. Ooh, what do we got here? We have coast and coat. Hallway. Lovely. I hate now that, because of the archives, we won't necessarily be able to see a classroom if it pops up. You know, in this stage, I'm fine putting... Shit. Alright, well, spent it, and we're already at the end here, so that's fine. That's okay. See, it's the downside of doing that. Study! While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans. Nope, we'll go security. Because why not? Got a key card right there. Nothing on the table. What have we got? Another key. Spin in the lock. Rotunda and furnace. It's gonna have to be the archive. And we got a closet. Alright, well, we do have a dice. And we do have a compass. Not the worst. Crown and crow. Alright, back then to the archives. And I doubt we're gonna get another classroom. But hey, we did get one more room. We did get one more room on the classroom, so that's not terrible. Oop, nope, not there. Alright, let's see what we can grab with the furnace. Oh, did anything pop up over here? I always forget to look. No. Oh, we have a chart here, and... coal. Open up, please. So what do we got? We've got laundry room, archived, or redraw. Well, might as well use the redraw. Great Hall. Archive floor plan. Fuck it. Alright, do the passageway. There's our gems. But that continues the boiler room. And it's locked. Alright. Little bit of extra stuff. Not too bad. I'll call it a day there. I'll call it a day there. I'm okay with that. Red Schoolhouse of Tomorrow. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh no, the passageway. I was gonna say to myself, oh, I forgot to. No, that needed a key. That needed a key. You know what? I think for this day, we're not going to go outside and do anything like that. I'm going to try and go and shoot for the boiler room. I'm going to try and do a boiler room run. Because I need that pump. That's my other brain gremlin now. It's my next brain gremlin. Gem. So we're not going to... so we're not going to spend the steps to go outside. I want to spend it all here. Bedroom, guest room. I'll take... Ooh, the parlor or the guest room? I'm going to take the guest room because it's a dead end in the corner here. Plus it gets me 10 steps. Actually, it gets me 8 steps. Ooh. It's a deer. That's a buck. That's an animal. And I still... This one's still fucking with me with 10, tag... Only T's here. I don't know the relationship with you. Alright, hallway, chapel, hallway. Bath and bat. Fair enough. Bedroom, closet. You know what? It's early on. Early days. Let's get the closet. Sledgehammer. Lovely. Grab the gem. Coal and car. Fair enough. Ooh, the foyer. Foyer would help. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Hallway, parlor, foyer. No, I'm gonna... no, I'm gonna choose the parlor. Not only because I want to keep my gems. We're not really going for the grand ones, so... the black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. The box with a false statement contains the gems. Well now, aren't you a tricky motherfucker? The black box is, not empty. Okay. The box with a false statement contains the gems. Well, these are contradictory. The black box is not empty. Okay, and then the statement on the black box is true. It's the blue box then. Because if this is true, statement on the black box is true. And then if this is true, then the box with a false statement is true. Therefore, this is a lie, which means something would be in the black box, but it's not. So it's in the blue box. Thank you. I really do like that puzzle. Nook or storeroom. See, we got Rod and Road again. keep seeing pawns. You know what? Ooh. Bridge and bride. Okay. Be there? Yes, we do. I really do. Okay. I've been putting it off, but I need to make a chart. I need to make a chart of two things. One I have, which is the map of the house. But I also need to make a chart to like compare and contrast with that with rooms and finding if they have specific chess pieces. Because I have a feeling it's not the rooms, it's the location in the manor. But I don't know for certain. But I need to. That's probably something. I mean, of course it's going to be something. Everything is something in this game. Clock tower, pantry, corridor. Corridor. We got crowbar and prayer. Pry and prayer, probably. Grab a key, because we'll need that later. Yoink. Let's see. Chapel spare room. Chapel it will be, because I only got a coin, so it doesn't really matter. Yep, nothing there. Doesn't worry me. Nursery. Gym. You know what? We'll just put the gym here, so that doesn't show up in the pool later. Ooh, do we want this or that? That's actually a very good question. We'll do hallway. Crow, bird and boat. Commissary, utility closet. Ooh. I'll put the utility closet here. You know what? I'm gonna activate this. Because if we do make our way to the foundation, there we go. If we make our way to the foundation, that could, in fact, be the thing the VAC is. So this off, this on. Also, just to change all of that. Well, we can't do the garage. Despite me actually really wanting to. Ooh! Hello there. No, I don't have a science... Oh, a hypothesis to test for science? Yes, we will see that, because we got the foundation. I know now. I know potentially 2 of the rules for this goddamn painting bullshit. That's something that happened. We also got a new trophy, which was pretty good. Hallway, thank you very much. We just filled in not the previous day, but one of the days today, all of the squares in the house. That I'm very happy with. Vial and tub and tube. So that's crossed off. But yeah, no, it's been going. It's been going. And now I have to keep an eye on chess pieces as well now. God damn it. Library, we're good. Dark room, actually. Fair enough. Yep, that'll go off, but that's fine. Yeah, no, things have happened. So many things have happened. Yeah. There's so many balls in the air that I have to juggle puzzle-wise. so many things. But you know what? It works because every new run, because it's a roguelite, you're at least... something could happen in at least every single run. With so many questions being thrown out there. Pantry, bunk, secret passage. I've not found the secret passage yet. You know what? Let me pop the secret passage. Fuck it. Rain and grain. I know that rule too. I know 2 rules. Ooh. Oh. That's kind of cool. Alright, so... where do I want to take this? It doesn't take me to any of the halls of the house. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. Key to the bedroom. Oh, is it gonna... indeed. Only consider a day bad if neither learn or experience... Yep, absolutely. Ah, so that's what the secret... Okay. Here I thought the entire time secret passageway teleported me around the house, but instead it gives me a selection of a specific pool. That a secret passage is way more useful than I thought it was going to be. All right, that's a really good one. Right. But yeah, the only bad day is one where nothing happens. And that I'm feeling may or may not happen towards the end of the game. But then again, you know, I think at this point what I feel like is I think I'm in the mid game now, which is pretty good. But you know what? I still don't know for certain. That's a gem. Wanted to double check to see if there's anything here. All right, what do we got? We've got a locked door. And not a locked door, but... yeah, I kind of have to go with the archives. I'm shooting for Boiler Room today, because that's one of the knowable things that I need to finish. Oh, also we got into the antechamber, and now I have to find my way into the basement. So, you know, just things. Commissary, security. Well, we know what this room is. It's the one with the key card. Which actually... no, I need keys, not key card. Okay, no, that's not the case. Do I want to use security here? Commissary? I have no money. Alright, hold off on that for a second here. Locked. Never mind. Oh. And... not locked. Okay, we got the lab, we got the weight room. I'm gonna choose the lab. You know what? We're gonna go into the lab right now. Oh, I did the lab puzzle. Did that. So this, the now permanent unlock with the black bridge is open. Whatever that does. The fucking new stuff everywhere. More questions than answers. There's an annoying mechanic you may have not noticed yet. No, I'll wait for it. I'll probably figure it out. But thank you for telling me there's a tiny annoying mechanic. I don't know what it would be though. But you know what? Well, I'll figure it out. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan, which is actually quite useful now because we have the archive. A small chest in the entrance hall. Gain a key for every 2 hallways in the house. Set your steps to 40. Ooh, some of these. Each time you find some trash while digging, immediately... Ooh, actually... Ooh. How many hallways? Okay. Hold up a second. Alright. How many hallways are in this house? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technically. So that'll give me 5 keys. That will give me 5 keys. Yeah. Immediately gain a key for every... oh, wait, no, it's less than that. So, 2 keys. I'll take 2 keys. 2 keys is still better than nothing. Giddy. Yay. Okay, and that'll get me out of the pinch that is the security room and dark room and all that kind of stuff. And that room. Okay, I'm not going to pick that yet. We still got some rooms I want to peruse. Alright, this one's the dead end. Ooh. It's the dead end, but I can get something. Well, it is a dead-end room, so you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with... Fuck you! Every time. Every single fucking time. Alright, archive, floor plan, furnace. We'll do another archived, why not? Laundry room! Oh, I thought that was something. It's a coat hanger. Now I have to be a little bit more careful with my steps. There's flame and fur. Alright, lab and archive. Oh yeah, because we don't... Anything? No. I don't have anything to regain my steps quite yet. Alright. Key opens to a furnace, which is a dead end. Passageway, which I could use, but nothing really much. Alright, fine. Archive. See, this is why I thought the archive would have been great. Okay, bedroom is a free room. And the foundation is indeed unlocked permanently. So, at least the entrance is unlocked permanently. Passageway, pantry. Spend a gem? Fuck it. Towards the end of the day. Ooh, and the nursery. You know what? That's pretty good. Grab another gem. Nothing else around the nursery. Still don't know. Beach. I still don't know. Like, I know that's tag and 10, but I can't figure out what the other ones are for. What the other combination of that one is specifically. Still haven't gotten it. Chart and cart. Or coal. I don't have a shovel, do I? No, we just have... okay, so you still aren't down either. So that means the purple things in the utility closet are not for that either. So we've knocked out the boiler room red box and the utility closet purple switches. Still don't know what you are. And I still think that this is what gets me to... the fucking hell. This gets me to the basement. That, unfortunately, is the end of the day. Because the boudoir was also locked. Okay. Well, now I know I still don't know what the breaker box purple switches do, so that's still at least something. Call it a day again. A nice west-facing villa. And new... Ooh, what was the new... Ah, secret passage was the new room. Day 25, and I still haven't drained the flipping fountain. And we want to. Alright, let's go this way. Den, sure. Pine pin. Okay. Probably pine pin pawn, not related. Could be a coincidence on that. Here's the thing. This was in the same room yesterday. So I have no correlation of this being the same yet. You know what? Next time we draw the... Okay. Note to self. Pawn in the den. But we need to put the den into a different place tomorrow. Parlor, nook. Parlor, please. Alright, let's do this. The empty boxes both have true statements. Hopefully, there's a fucking pawn again. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. Ooh, okay, this one's a little tricky. Okay, so the empty boxes have true statements. Okay, the blue box has a true statement. The empty boxes, The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. Oh, you're a little bastard, aren't you? Okay, so empty boxes have true statements. So this could be true. But if this is true, this is false. Empty boxes have false statements, which then makes this false, which then makes it true. Okay, if this box contains gems, I got one yesterday that literally broke its own rules. I don't know how I got it, but this box contains the gems. Okay, if you are true, then the box contains the gems. Yay, great. But that would mean that empty boxes both have true statements, making this box false. So the full boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement, making this false. So it's not the blue box, and that would mean, so it is literally the black box. Thank you. Off we go. Ooh, the workshop. You know what? I'm gonna pick the workshop up. I'll pick that up. Just in the hopes that we may, in fact, get the things we need. And this is a T today. It was an O originally. Oh, right, there's a sledgehammer. Fuck me. It's kind of useful. The fact that this does change makes me worry about the placement of this. That's oh boy. Now we're starting to stretch things. Security, pantry, guest room. I'm gonna go security. Anything here? No. Lavatory, hallway, chapel. I'll pick the lavatory. I'll take the bathroom. Can I see that in the corner there? Lock and clock. Ooh. Do we have L? Yeah, we crossed off L. Alright. Alright. Moving forward, we've got the chapel, we've got the dark room, and we've got the furnace. It's going to have to be the chapel, because I have no money. Let me grab, what can you be? We've got closet, hallway it is, but we're not going to go into there yet. We've got the dining room, the nook, pantry. I'm going to take the nook because I need a key. Ooh, and we get the magnifying glass too. That's not bad. Ooh, we're getting pretty lucky with some of our stuff. Now we're going to hold off the corridor just now. Let's see, hallway again? Sure, why not? Trey and Tiger. Alright, that way. This one's important. Not that important. Not that important either. Alright, note to self. We've got ourselves 2 keys that we need to purchase. Oh, you've got some stuff. That's a tent, or forest. Tent tag, or 10. Which then goes into the rule of potentially being 1 letter off. Which we don't know if that's true or not. Closet, bedroom. Ooh, let's go with the bedroom here. Pop in there, get a free step. Anything on the hand? No. You still don't know that one. I think it's what? Sage and stage, but it's very much... And this has a pawn in it as well. Alright, no, we're only focusing on the den right now, on what it could be. Alright, back. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way back down. To the main hall. The foyer. Alright, here we have the drawing room. Storage room. Storage room it is, because we need the key and gem. We've got bat and bath. Another pawn. Ooh, hey, sledgehammer. Crack. Ooh, and the lockpicks. Just clicked right through that, okay. Pantry it's gonna have to be, because I don't want to spend the hallway. Nom 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 nom. Apple, got some money. Bride and bridge. Closet for items, bedroom or passageway. Ooh, I don't necessarily want to spend those gems right now, but I also don't want to dead-end myself quite yet. This could be a tricky one. This could be a tricky one. Alright, nothing in this room. No, thought there was something on that. Stair and star. We know that one. Alright, let's shoot for something straightforward. Corridor. That's pretty straightforward. Got a prayer and pry. Boudoir, commissary. Ooh, we do have a free gem here. Well, not a free gem, but we do have money. You know what, let's pick the commissary. Maybe we can buy something. There's a metal detector. Dessert, desert. Or sand, flame, well, whatever the case. Metal detector. Nope, nope, nope. Salt shaker. Fuck it, we'll buy a salt shaker. Get an extra step for when we get food. Right. Hallway. Courtyard. I don't have... That's gonna have to be the hallway then. Which is fine. Ooh, hello. Yeah, again... I have that written down. Still don't know what it means. Where we are currently. Alright. It's gonna have to be the drawing room, which is fine. I'm okay spending a gem here. So that we can indeed pick some rooms pretty easily. Observatory, that. You know what? I'm just gonna redraw just because I can. We'll go with the closet. Sure. Pull off a dead-end room. Got that. And a compass, which is not the worst. Boat and bird. This is going to be a garage. Yep, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to do the West Wing Hall. Negative space there. Oh, fuck off, the Rompus room. Okay. Ah, fuck you, Zoltar. Okay. What kind of mind-bending bullshit are we gonna be given now? I fear you. I fear him now. And we've got a bishop in this room. Alright, you bastard. Give me a revelation. And taunt me a third time.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
I mean, I'm just waiting for him to repeat stuff, but...
The fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Gotta admit, buddy, that was a lot less impactful than the last two ones you did. But that did give me some information. There is something in the entrance hallway that was missing. I noticed that. And I saw a Phantom of Death in the crypt, which I know isn't in the tomb, which I know isn't in the tomb, therefore is probably in the room once you unlock the thing in the tomb, in that next room, in whatever next room it would be. Good to know. All right. I mean, very little information, not as mind-blowing as the last, like I said, buddy. You know, I expect a lot from you next time. We'll figure that out then. Still fucking hate him, though. Also, am I being followed? Am I being watched? Oh my god. You know what? You could make this a horror game. You could so turn this into a horror game. Like, recontextualizing the rooms to be more spooky. But also, because we have a straight shot there, down the hall, all the way to the commissary, just a simple little head poking out from the corner there. Just head poking out of the doorway. And then as you look at it, it just whoop goes back. Yeah, no, that I just scared myself. I just creeped myself the fuck out now. Tub tube. All right, we know that one. Have to be at 8 to get the dinner, so nothing there. Walk-in closet for that. You know what? I'm gonna take the coat check. We're not gonna go in it. But if we do happen to need the key card, it's there. And I don't have to pick it. Fuck. It has to be the dark room, doesn't it? No, I have keys. So we can go over to the other hallway at the end. So, let me see here. I'm willing to draw blindly here. for a room, which is the library. Excellent. A free gem. Now, we have looked at all the books. So I don't need to request anything until I need to learn something that I forgot. So, but, Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, I will retake because, hopefully the next time we draw the library, or the next time I have a magnifying glass, the two correlate, because I wanted to read something just a little bit specific. Alright, and we've got... Oop, nope, didn't use that. Alright, let's get an uncommon room. The attic, the study, or the archive. Well, I can't do the attic because that costs 3 gems, even though I really want to. The study is a dead end, but I'm kind of okay with that because I don't want the archives, because I don't want to block myself off. So we'll do the study. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go in. We don't know the key card yet. Actually, you know what? I just had a thought. Maybe I should. The next time we get the mail room, because I think we had the mail order for this. Maybe that actually has some information. Also, this. And this. This is why I think everything is so fucking annoying. The fact that this is still... I think that's the queen, not the king. But the fact that this is still here in a different room or a different place might mean that the pieces stay in the rooms that they're correlated with. Again, we'll find out when we... Ooh, yay, apple. We'll find out when we move the den the next time. Which then we'll at least be able to properly... that's blank. Then we'll be able to properly start writing stuff down, because I don't want to just randomly write notes down and not have anything related. So, okay. Lockpick? No. Don't want to use a key here, because then I'm not going to be able to use the key. So, now we need to make our way back to the hallway, which is fine, honestly. Just run down the creepy hallway, as you do. Ooh, I have 7 coins. Yeah, fuck it. Pick up a shovel. Pick up a shovel. I don't think we ran into any digging spots quite yet, though. Which is okay. Alright, back to the main hall. Oh, you know what? Since we're here. This. The lantern. The lantern and the birds were missing, but more specifically, the lantern was missing. So that means it means something. This means something. But we don't know what. As with everything right now. Right. Moving onward then. Past here, past the pond, fuck you. Then we go past here, up through the workshop. What do I have in my pocket? Yeah, sure, we'll just experiment a little. Compass. A dowsing. Ooh. Okay, now hold up a sec. Let me... That. Alright. Shovel. Magnifying glass. Salt. Blah, 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 blah. Lockpick. Okay, so hold up a sec. We have a compass and a shovel for a dowsing rod. What do you do? Because you better do something important that I'm spending a shovel. While drafting, dowsing rod points towards rooms that may contain more items today than usual. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. That's yeah. Well, yeah. Of course, it's going to be gone by tomorrow, which is unfortunate. But you know what? I created it. All right, we'll take the way through here, through this room. Get a free couple steps, so it's a free room. Up through here. Didn't pick the lock. Okay. The hallway seems to have some items. Or may have some items. Oh, yeah, it has an apple. What do you know? That's pretty good. Honestly, that's pretty good. Alright, this is probably going to be locked, but I can unlock it. Ooh, the laundry room has an item in it. Yep, and I see it right there. A couple pennies. Nice. And I can't do anything with the laundry, especially when the generator's not on, or the boiler room's not on. Alright, off we go, into here we go. And I'm guessing I can't dig anymore. No. Okay, so we do lose the digging spots, but we do have a more guaranteed item discovery versus the fucking vault. God damn it. Oh, and I can redraw the floor plans, I realize. Damn it, I do want the vault. I so want the vault. It's not that I don't... Yeah, I can't pick it because it's so fucking expensive. Okay, conference room does say that I'm going to get some items. However, at this point, we're pretty far into the house, and I'm definitely not going to be getting any further. I'm okay spending my last gem redrawing the floor plans here. Gets me a dead end. Yeah, I'll pick the gym then. It's fine. Oh, sure. Fuck. Now you pick the pool. Now the pool's coming in. East Hall. Just so that we can get... Still don't know that one. Can't do that. And... E. Alright. Billiard room. I'll take the billiard room. Sure. It gives me a couple keys while we're at it. That there? Okay. Penny. And a banana. Give me some steps. Alright. 17. 10 divided by 2 is 5. We've got 6 minus 1, which is 5. Times 3 is 15. Divided by 5 is 3. We've got 10 minus 2, which is 8. Times 1 is still 8. Times 10 is 80. Divided by 8 is 10. At least we're not dealing with squared right at the moment. Chart. Ooh, there we are. Yep, no, again. We seem to be, yep. We seem to be getting those rooms with paintings specifically having these things. E and T keep popping up in the E and T spot. Ooh, we got the music room, we got a walk-in closet, and we got a bedroom. Well, I have no gems. So it's gonna have to be the bunk room. Yoink those. Little Atari game controller. You're still alive, somehow. It's been 25 days. Who's been feeding you? It's not been me. Alright, we got a crown, crow. Alright, back around to the east wing. Open this up. Well, all of it's pretty dead-end-ish. And we can't do an observatory, so... boudoir. Alright. Still gain some stuff. Flan fan. Nothing else around. Oh yeah, you're the one that had the picture of the safe. That's a different safe, though. That's a different safe. Interesting. We've now found there's now potentially 3 safes in this Oop, nope, wrong button. There's now 3 potential safes in this estate. Damn. Oh, alright. We'll stretch. Impressive manner of tomorrow. Items found. We even created an item too. Alright. Now I was planning today on having a shorter stream, so this might be the last run of the day. Because I don't want to burn myself out like I did yesterday. But we will see. If any new revelations come abound, we'll perhaps find out. Again, we are still trying for the boiler room, which is annoying, but we'll still keep going at it. There has to be a trick to get the boiler room, or it is just random. Which, in that case, if it is just random, then yeah, I can see the downsides to this game. They are starting to pop up here and there, where because I know things, I need them to fit in the specific way I need them to fit. But because of the randomness, it's not showing up. So I totally understand completely why this game has the minor negatives that it does. Alright, I don't have anything to trade at the moment, but I came in here specifically because... Okay, a little too dangerous to pick up. I came for you. I came for you specifically because we learned yellow is the color of these mountains. So if I... Okay. That'll rotate. Ooh. Okay. I think I see what this puzzle is. I think I need to hit all of these to be yellow. And then we can see here... Okay, and this rotates it like so. Da-na-na-na. What do we got? Okay, you have been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised to 2. So do I start with 2 coins each day? It's a little thing right next. I start with 2 coins each day. Yes! Okay, that's really fucking good. Alright, and if I find something, we'll trade it in for another thing. First, a token milestone. Yeah, well, I had so many stars. That coming in. Okay. And Jesus fuck, getting the flag colors and the symbol colors as well. That That is a long time to get that kind of an unlock. Okay, so starting tomorrow, I'm going to assume that we get 2 coins to start the day off. That is really, really good. Alright, let's go. Bedroom, storeroom. Get ourselves a gem, a coin, and a key. So, prayer and pry bar. Alright, yes, I don't want to go over there and get the den. Ooh, the dining room this early. That's not... It's okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'll pick the dining room. Not going to go in there yet. Corridor. Let's go spare room. Parlor. Nook. I want the gems. I'm gonna grab some gems. Alright, boxes. Show me what you got today. The box next to this box is false. Okay. The box next to this box is true. Or aren't you just a couple well, it's good. This could be true. The box next to this box contains the gems. Okay. So, the box next to this box... a box next to this box is true. So, it could be this box or this box. However, moving over to this box, the box next to this box is false. So, if this is true, then this is false. A box next to this box is true, which would be a lie. So that would mean both these boxes would be lies. The box next to this box contains gems. The box next to this box is false. If this is true... Okay. If this is true, a box next to this box is true. So if that's true, box next to this box is false. So if this would be the lie, the box next to this box is true, therefore this would be true. And if this is true, then this would be a true statement as well. So it would have to be in the white box. So far, only, like, I've had one or two problems with this one. But this one has been pretty straightforward as of how we're doing this. Okay, I see a pawn here. I think it's designating on... I don't know. Again, we're still working on the den theory. Den theory. Bedroom, hallway. Hallway it is. There and there. Nook, pantry. Get some money and an apple. Nom 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 nom. 2 steps. The boiler room. Okay. Okay. We have a potential boiler room run here. Turn there, please. Alright. Activate you. So now, we've got a couple things going on here. Because not only do we have the boiler room activated, we need the pool. The pool tends to show up a little bit further up. So I'm going to start poking my head in this direction. Weight room, lose half my steps. Don't want that. Security. We'll take security. It's a gem. I need a few more gems here. I need a few more gems. Okay, furnace. The nook. The hallway. Ooh, there's actually 2 hallways here. I don't want the furnace. I'll take the nook. So this is now a dead-ended thing. But that's okay. Because the pool is not... I don't believe the pool is a furnace room. So if we can find that, we'll be okay. This is a dead end. Chapel. Bedroom. I'm going to pick the chapel. Spend that. Fine with me. Grab security. That's locked. I don't want to spend a key yet. That's locked as well. Just noticed there is a bishop in this room. Okay. I'm going to spend one key going in this direction. Walk-in closet, corridor, hallway. We're going to pick the hallway. Hey! Excuse me. Which then gets us the foundation. 2 ways there. But also possibly here. Office. Den! Hello. Den is actually a perfect choice. Not just because... Okay. Not just because we get to have a couple extra doors here. But... we learn you. You are still a pawn. So, there's a couple things we need to learn. We need to figure out here. So, pawn is in the den. It's not in a specific place on the map. So, that means each room correlates with a specific piece. Which could mean a couple different things. One is kind of the same rule that we have the paintings with, but I don't think that's the case. I think if the entrance hall counts itself as the queen, then we may have to put the pieces in the specific places. Maybe. Because where it's placed doesn't necessarily indicate the size of a chessboard. Because a chessboard's 8x8. And this is 5x9. So that could be the case. Well, we can try it, but not likely. The next thing would be... again, correlation. Correlation with how many pawns and things and with knights and rooks and stuff. This one's a tricky one. The chess piece aspect of this is tricky. It's very tricky. Alright, key needs a key there. Needs a key there. I don't necessarily want to spend all these keys, but I want to at least go to the area where I know the pool may or may not be. So we're trying. We're trying to grab some stuff. We have the observatory. I don't want to spend the gem. The gym. I'm going to use the closet because I need a key and the potential of getting a key. Okay, we have a gem, which ain't bad. We have the shovel. Not the worst. Not what we want. Especially a locked door. Okay. So now... ooh, hello. It's locked. So now, we have 2 options. Going from the chapel or going from the foundation. Let's check the foundation first. That's locked. Ooh, we have a shovel, though. I got pebbles. Dig, dig, dig. Nothing of interest is buried here, so nothing there. Open this up. Okay, we've got hallway, which is absolutely what we're picking. Observatory, boudoir. Alright, we're going to pick the bedroom, because it's a free room. Why not? And we got a key. Excellent. That will help. Not in this way. Let's see, is this locked or unlocked? It's locked. Alright, I'm gonna choose it from the bedroom here. Wasting steps going back and forth. Alright, cloister, commissary, and another hallway. I'm really hoping that we get the pool up in this area of the house. There we go. Coat check. Garage. Oh, the garage right now actually would be great. Because I want those keys. Lockpick would be great today as well, but conference room. Ooh, conference room here. Not the worst. I'll take the conference room. Let's take a look around. Nothing there. That needs a key card. This probably needs a key. Yes, it does. Alright, I'll use the key here. Commissary. Wine cellar. Alright, I'll take the wine cellar because I do also need the gems. This may or may not be red, blue, green in that order every time I've been picking this. Chart and crate. Okay. I think what we should do now is go all the way down to the dining room. Because then I can at least keep expanding with the steps I have. I need to pull the pool. Because once I pull the pool into the pool, then we can potentially pull the pool into the pool to grab ourselves. Thank you. To grab ourselves what we need. This is locked. Yes, just want to double check. This is also security locked. So at this point, actually, we need to turn the boiler room to there because the security isn't going to work. Well, it could work, because if we get here and yeah, if we get here and then up, it would still be okay. Oh, did we? Oh, we did. Also, the dining room's gonna have a food in it. So that's actually some steps that we need. The salmon. No aquarium. But 20 steps is still 20 steps. Ooh. Got right off the pin bone. Love it. Alright, so up I don't want to go. You can draft that. Extra steps. Gonna have to be the Grand Hall. I keep forgetting all doors are locked in the Grand Hall. Billiard rooms would get me keys. And even though I want the West Hall, I need the keys. Some money. Nothing on you. Okay. 12. 14 and 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 22 minus 12. 22, that's 10. Minus 7, which is 3. Multiplied by 6 is 12, 18. 6 minus 3 is 3. Times 5 is 15. Divided by 15 is 1. And there's 20. minus 5, minus 1. So minus 5 is 15. So 14 times 2 is 28. Divided by 7 is a number, I think it's 4, right? It's 21 is 3 plus that. So yeah, it's 4. Yep, there's always either 2 keys or a special key in there. Check behind the bar. Anything? Nope. Alright, off we go. Bunk west. God, we have so many hallways in this house. I'm okay with it. It's nothing but hallways. Gym, corridor. It's kinda fucking with me. Nursery. At this point, yeah, I'll take the gym. I'm not gonna go in it. Observatory, guest room, dark room. Dark room. If I spend the if I do the dark room here, then I won't get the dark room later. I'm really trying here. Bunk, utility, corridor. I could use the utility, turn the power on the dark room off, or I could just do the corridor to get me something. It's fine with me. Come on, pool room. Secret passage. Commissary. If I pull the secret passage here. Pool room is a blue room, correct? Yes, it is. So that doesn't count. That won't be great. However, if I pull the red room, we won't have to worry about it. Especially when it's the aquarium. Dig a hole. Turnip, that's actually some needed steps. Then in here, bunk, commissary, and observation. Commissary, please. We can maybe buy something. I'm just going all around everything. Salt, gem, sledge, metal detector. I'll take the sledgehammer. Because I know I can spend it. In the box. In the... Where is it? The den? That's way up there. Alright. Well, I guess we've tried as much as we can to try and pull the pool. We've tried our best. Our best is not there yet. No, we'll go around to the boiler room. Maybe we'll have better luck that way. I mean, we have... Yeah, we... Ooh, actually, hold up. Lab, breaker, library. Let's go utility. Just in case we need it. See, at this stage, I can totally see me actually looking up a wiki, not to solve puzzles, but to be able to learn how to draft a room better. Bunk room, lab. Okay. It was half of our steps. I mean, we're not going to be using a lot of steps anymore. Passageway, bunk room. Gonna have to be the passageway. because that'll also connect to the security. That wasn't our one key, though. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? Oh. So there's the risk of going to the chapel, unlocking the door, and not getting the pool. But there's also the risk of getting the pool and not having... Oh, you know what I can do? We're actually kind of close to... Yeah, we can spend a couple steps here to go to the den. Sledge open this. Oh, it's a silver key. That actually helps here. Special key, silver key. Open, please. Guest East Courtyard. I'm gonna go east because the pool does count. Cost a gem to go into. Coat check, boudoir. I am running low on some steps. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it. I think I might be over pulling some things. And now even if I do get it, I'm not able to go around. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to get it anyway. Don't have the... Okay, so I'm not going to use that. Locksmith lab. We'll go to the lab, sure. Open it. Yeah, now I can't even go back to the passageway to unlock the door. Darn. Alright, call it a day then. I don't necessarily want to end on a sour note, though. But it has almost been 3 hours. Grand Manor of Tomorrow. Again, lots of Tomorrow rooms. I like to pull those hallways. Hallways are very useful. But they might be... You know what? They might be clogging up. They may, in fact, be clogging up my pulls. Alright, we're gonna do one more day. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing one more day. But that's it. We're ending after that. Yeah, let's just go forward then. Well now, the fact that I pulled the freezer... Okay. I mean, I need the temperature to rise in order for the freezer to actually defrost. And we can't do that. Well, I don't know if we can do that. However, if I pull the freezer now, I can't gain gems or money. So this I'm going to pull the hallway. Oh, right, and I have... Where are my coins? Did they not pop up until... Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say... Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the estate hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask, even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay. I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at baseline standard service, that I hope you will one day come to expect us and Babbage. So she's the house manager. Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, where's my allowance? Oh, it's on the table. It's on the table. Well, parlor room to get ourselves the gems we'll need. magnifying glass. Excellent. So if we do pull the library, I don't feel too bad. Okay. One of the other statements is false. I mean, that's technically true, yes. One of the other boxes contains gems. If you replace the word one in the other two statements with both, they will both be false. Also, there's a pawn in here, so yeah, I think it is specific rooms have specific pieces, which then need to be placed in specific places, but I don't know. Okay, that's for another stream to figure out. If you replace the word one with the other two statements with both, they will both be false. So if this is true, these two couldn't then be false. Both of the other boxes contains gems, which is, of course, true, which then makes that false. And both of the other statements is false, which then cannot be true. Means both of the other statements is false, which makes this false, which means the entire practice is wrong. So this is false. So replace the word one with the other two statements with both. So don't even regard this. This is false. One of the other boxes contains gems, could be true, and one of the other statements is false. Well, that's true. Therefore, that's false. Which this means could be either or. One of the other boxes contains gems. You replace the word one in other two statements with both. One of the other boxes contains gems. Okay. Well, we do know that there never can be more than one box with gems in it. So therefore, this has to be false, which would then mean this is the true statement, this is a false statement, this is a false statement. One of the other statements is false. Ooh, which means... Now, hold up a sec. I think I'm thinking myself into a corner here. One of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains gems. You place the word one with other two statements with both, they will both be false. So, both of the other boxes contains gems, which is indeed false. Both of the other statements is false, which then contradicts this one, so this, again, this has to be false, which means one of the other statements is false. Is potentially both true and false, because it then could be one or the other. One of the other boxes contains the gems. I think it's the white box. Ooh, this one's actually pretty decent, like really tricky. Schrodinger's goddamn gem box. Where's the one? One of the other statements is false. One of the other boxes contains the gems. Because, see, this one points that one of these two contains the gems, but the box thing does tend to whittle down only one box. So it makes me think that this is the one with the gems in it. I don't know if I'm right in this time. I am right this time. Fuck yeah! Alright, commissary, pantry, storeroom. We'll go... Storeroom. this one's always a really good puzzle every single time. It hits like 99% of the time, that puzzle. That's really well done. Really well developed. Pass through here. And +1 for each. Okay, we don't want that. We'll do the Nook. There's a Nook in the Rook. There's a Nook in the Rook. I mean, there's a Rook in the Nook. You know what I meant. Trying to be funny, but also... I shout it like it's a revelation. It could be. I don't know. Furnace, boudoir. Well, if we grab the furnace now, more likely to draw red rooms. No, we don't want that. Security. We don't want that. Then laundry, archives, and commissary. I don't want to do the archives, so it's going to have to be the commissary. We'll go in. What do we got? I see salt. I see gems. And I see a shovel. I'll buy a gem for now. We might come back. Secret passageway, pantry, and another hallway. I am going to actually hold off on playing more hallways. Because I don't necessarily... Well, I mean, now that we've already filled out the entire estate, the add an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool is less useful. So, not drafting too many hallways is probably a good idea. Stretch. So instead, let's go pantry. That an apple, couple steps, courtyard, den, and the bedroom. I'm gonna pick the den. Yep, still a pawn. Okay. Chapel, closet, hallway. Chapel it is. However, I'm gonna move back through security. Just because. Hallway, kitchen, bedroom. Fuck it, we'll do the bedroom. Ooh, spare keys. Well, whenever we find the garage, which will be up a little bit more, we'll at least be able to get ourselves a couple of cool things. Boat and bird. Alright, I'm still looking around. There's another pawn. So many choices. Right. Up and around this direction. Right. To you, the chapel. Let's go, oh, yeah, this direction. Billiards room, hallway, closet. Billiards room. Anything on the bar table? Nope. Anything on this? Nope. Alright, let's grab some keys. 11! Ooh. 1... Okay, so it could be... Well, 1 squared is nothing. Well, okay, let's do 2 plus 1 squared is 3, 6... 3 times 3 is 9. Yep, okay. So then we have 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 1 is 24. Divided by 12 is 2. So we got 6. 8 times 8 is... Give me a sec, I can do this. 8 times 8, it's not 48. No, it's not 48. 8, 16, 24... 24, 36, 40. That's not 40. Well, I know, okay, so I know 5 times 8 is 40. So that's 6, that 6 is 48. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I hate the larger multiplications on that. So 48 is 6, and 7 is, so 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. And then that then turns into an 8, which is 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 64. 64 divided by, minus 4, which is 60, divided by 6, which would then be 10. Whew. Basic math can still sometimes be... basic math can still be a bit of a bitch, but then again, like, if I can't, like, I used to be actually very good at math, doing math problems in my head. That one took me a second because the eights tables always... Once we get to the 8s, the 7s and the 8s and the high numbers, once those start to get multiplied with each other, then that gets a little tricky. But everything else I can do pretty damn well with shortcuts. Right, let's see. We've got closet, hallway, passageway. I'm gonna pick the passageway for 2 reasons. 1, gives me a lot of openings. 2, it's all connected to the boiler room, and that's kind of what we're playing for today. There's the garage, and you know what? I am fine with the garage, because then that gives me boop, boop, boop. And the spare. Math minor. Oh, oof. That's always a fun thing to realize. It's like, oh, everything I studied is useless. Always a fun feeling. Right, so I don't have myself a shovel, but if I did have a shovel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, it would be in the foundation today. If I indeed have a shovel. That's a lawnmower. That's a push lawnmower. You know, you'd think a house like this, with all its mechanical knowledge, would be able to at least think up a gas power, or some kind of mechanical non-push mower, right? You'd think. Alright, what do we have? This way, locked. Alright, we'll wait on that for a second. This way, also locked. Let's go. Office, gym, hallway. Pick the gym. Well, we won't go in it until we either get the breaker box or we need to. Yeah, plenty of keys. Secret passage. And guest room. I'll take the guest room, I guess, because we need that gem. Good, 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 good. Alright. So note to self. No, actually, you know what? Even if we go through the gym, the whole pipe network doesn't connect to the passageway anymore. So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go through the gym. And we'll go... No, that's unfortunate. This way. Click, click. Locksmith or West Hall. I actually need my gems, so you know what? We'll do the West Hall. It's not going to add a new thing to the pool for tomorrow. Nursery, lab. Okay, we'll go bathroom, so that we can at least take that out of the running for later. post cost? Maybe. Alright, you're the only door we can go through currently. So let's see what we got. Walk-in closet. Nope. Alright, well, it kind of has to be the hallway, because then we're going to dead-end ourselves. So, okay, that's 2 to the pool, but it's a lot less than what it could be. Passage, bunk. Hallway. No, bunk room. Because I was going to say, what happens when the secret passage can't actually go to a new room? That is, you know what? That is something we should try. Because it could give us a dead end to something. Clock lock. Flame fur. So, let's see. Oh, there's the utility closet. Fuck me. They just want me to play all the hallways. Hallway closet. God damn it. Oh no, now I've kind of cyclically kind of set myself up for failure in some way with drowning the pool in all these things. Drawing room or observatory? I'm gonna go library because I legitimately don't want to spend the gem yet. Going through all the keys. Alright, here's the secret passage. There's the study. Ooh, kitchen gets me around the corner. I can't get... Ooh. Well, that's new. +5 for every green room in your house. I was hoping we would get the, get the breakfast, the morning room. Oh, well. I'll take a sandwich, actually. 15 steps. Not that it's really gonna matter at the moment. Alright, into here we go. Fingers crossed we actually get into this room. Yes, we do. Okay. We can do the workshop. We can get the observatory. Ooh, that's a hell of a wall of text. And then the workshop. Let me do that here. Studying. The best program. That graduate came back and said, still the best program, but class size is doubled. Multiple years in a row. Oof. That is, oh, fuck, I just... no, I'm fine. Another T. Ooh, and sledgehammer. Nice. Yeah, no, that's kind of how the school system in some ways works. Yeah, that's why I never went to... Well, one of the major reasons why I didn't get to go to college. Not really a great great institution when you think about it. In a little bit more than, I don't know, the prestige of what it means. Anyway, let's not think about that. Let's think about how we have now locked ourselves off of continuing forward in the manor. But we still have quite a few steps. So I'm thinking we'll leave the house. Yeah, let's leave the house and go to... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, because this is the treasure room. I don't have a shovel, though. I don't have a shovel. Alright, we're going to... Oh, wait. Almost. I may have to do a very strategic dump day here, because if I can... Okay, there's a couple things I'm thinking about when it comes to the drafting pool here. On the one hand, I need to clear out all these hallways that I have been adding to each and every day. Tomorrow there will be 4 more hallways added to the pool, which means I need to whittle that back down. So that means not pulling too many hallways, or in fact any hallways. Which means I'm going to maybe need to... make a very small house tomorrow. I don't know. Well, for the time being, let's actually go over here to the outroom. Tool shed, that it would have been a class thing. Alright, I might as well go and grab the tool shed here. Got ourselves metal detector, which would have been useful, and a key. Deposit box key. Which, you know, is useful only when I have the vault, I assume. So, okay, we're going to call that a day. Going to call it there. Prosaic Villa of Tomorrow. What the hell does prosaic mean? Alright. And I'm gonna... You know what? I said it was gonna be the last day. We're gonna do a very short day today. And that will be the last day. Basic, I think? Oh, yeah, that would probably make sense. Basic House of Tomorrow. Yeah, because there was a lot of things. Alright, day 28 is going to be kind of a wash day in a sense. Because what I want to do is I want to clear out all of these hallways. So I'm not going to pick a hallway at all. And I'm right, it is red, blue, green every single time. So I'm not going to pick a hallway at all today. See that there? Not going to pick it. So that hopefully tomorrow, or the next time we stream, we'll hopefully get the pool pulled back just a bit. Still doesn't mean we can't do some puzzles. 10. Okay, so 4 squared is 4, 8, 12, 16 minus 10, which is 6. Oh. So 20 minus 16 squared. Right? Okay, so if it's 20 minus 16... that would be 4. But then we're squaring 4, which would be 4, 8, 12, 16. Alright, well, at least I figured that out. 11 minus 8 is 8, 9, 10, 11 squared. So that's 3 squared. That's 3, 6, 9, 12. There's 12. That is incorrect. Okay. 10. So 4 squared is 4, 8, 12, 16. Minus that is 6. We know that. Then we had 20 minus 6 squared. So again, that'd be 4 squared. 4, 8, 12, 16. I think I miscounted on that. 11 minus 8... 8, 9, 10, 11 is 3 squared, which then is 3, 6, 9, 12. But that was wrong. So then if I square 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, that'd be 21, but that's incorrect again. So it oh, this is interesting. So 4 squared is 4, 8, 12, 16, 6. We know that. We knew that. Because, I mean, it can't be 16 squared minus 20. Because 16 squared is 16 times 16 times 16 times 16. Minus 20 ain't going to do shit to that number. So it does have to be 20 minus 6 is 4. 4 squared. Would it be 4 divided? No, it wouldn't be 4 divided. It'd be 4 squared is 4, 8, 12, 16. So you're the issue. 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 3. 3 squared is 3, 6, no. Well, I mean, yes, it would be 12, but I keep doing 12. It's not 12. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. No, it's, yeah, 3. No, wait, squared is 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, it's 12, but it's not 3, 6. I mean, I'm going to press 9 just to see if that works. It was 9. How is that 9? Ooh, silver key. Nice. No, I'm trying to think here. Squared is times itself. No, that's that's not technically the case though. It's times itself. So 3 times 3. Okay. I think what it is that sometimes when I shortcut my math, I just do the numbers again and again and again because that's the basic of multiplication. It's just adding those numbers together that amount of times. But I think I went one too many for the 9 to 12. So because it's 3, 6, 9. I thought it was, yeah. Okay, nope. You are correct as well. I just mismathed that. So that's fun. It's good to know. Good to know. Okay, security. Let's move on from that. And here I saying I can do math in my head very easily. The hubris has caught up with thine. Chapel. Can hold off on that. Passageway, utility closet, nook. I'll take the nook. Nook for a key. No other thing on the tables. Parlor, corridor, bedroom. Well, the corridor is not a hallway, so therefore we're going to go corridor. Nursery, bunk, and hallway. Don't necessarily want to spend a gem here, so bunk it's going to have to be. And it might have some stuff in it. It has 2 bananas! Well, at least I kind of know who's taking care of you. The, Babby, the Ann lady is taking care of the hamster. Or at least trying to take care of the hamster. Alright, we're going to go all the way back here to the beginning. Boop, here we go. And then off into this direction because I don't want to. I need to get a couple more keys, not coins, keys. Spare room. Off as it is. Utility, parlor, parlor it is, because I need the gems. Oh, and an apple. Lovely. Wind up key, as we do. Right. There is only one true statement, which you could be that. The gems are in the box. Oh, the gems are in a box with a false statement. There are two true statements. So, if there are two true statements, this has to be one of them. And these two contradict each other. Which means this one, the gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay, so if this is true, this one has to be true. And this has to be true. Because if this is a lie, there's only one false statement. Or there's only one true statement that counterintuitives that. So if this is a lie, there are two false statements. No, wait a minute. There are two true statements. This is just false to begin with. Here I am thinking I'm reversing true and false, but no, this could just be a lie and stuff like that. So, there's only one true statement, which would mean this is the only true statement, which means this would be a false. The gems are in a box with a false statement, which means this has to be a true statement, which means... No, this would... Okay, if this is the only true statement, this has to be false. So that means this also has to be false, which means the gems are in you. Sometimes I think it's... Yeah, it is just reversed. Don't know for certain if that's the case. Done, please. Speaking of which, give me more gems. And that pawn's still there. Yep, and then E is here. So far, those are the only two that I've found. E here. Well, there's F here, E here, and T up there. Which T isn't part of a chessboard. So the theory that E and F is part of the chessboard layout wouldn't work, along with the fact that that's not how that works. So F, E, and T... Maybe I'm missing the others. Maybe there's some in the rows that I'm also missing. Hard to tell. Office, commissary, or hallway. Well, it can't be the hallway. So commissary it is. I will take nothing for the moment. Coat check, hallway, closet. Key and a dice. Yoink all of that. Kitchen, gym, unless you clearly asked, but do not recommend, and you've also stated unlikely. Yeah. No, I know. Storeroom, West Hall. West Hall. You know what? I'm going to go storeroom. Because I have the steps, and now I have the useful items. Yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, I can already tell my brain's starting to slightly fizzle here. So yeah, this definitely is going to be the last day. My attention to detail is slipping. Alright, let's see here. Bedroom, patio, bedroom. I'm not going to go in just yet, though. I'm willing to do that just so that I can get myself the way through to the foundation. Alright. Can I open you? Yes, I can, but we're not going to yet. I want to spend the... I want to save my keys for a little bit of time. Okay, drawing room, guest room, hallway. Well, actually, guest room is fine because we already have a doorway that we can go through there. Get another gem. Very nice. See, now I would love to get the freezer. Alright. Do we have a shovel in this room? We do not, but we do have a metal detector. Which, quite handy. Alright. That needs a key card, which sucks. This is unlocked. Gym, nah, East Hall Wing. Probably the best one. Grab some money. You know what? I'm gonna use a regular key. Ah, perfect. The drawing room. So at this point now, actually using yoink, there we go. Using my silver key here might not be the worst. Actually, no. Use a regular one, so therefore the silver key can be in the right spot. Okay. One hallway wouldn't be the worst, but let's redraw. Workshop! Beautiful. Oh, the lever we take, and this says L. That's a new letter. Let me take a look here. T is there. Is that going to be L? I'm going to put L question mark there on that one. Is there anything else for the room? No and no. Well, we know that I need the battery for that. So that's not going to work. Alright, oh, and I didn't get myself what I wanted there. I was actually hoping this one would be locked. We'll go library. And, ooh, there we go. I am not going to ask for a book. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, no. I'm not going to ask for a book because it seems that if there is a book, there's no item on the table. So we're just going to... Plus, we've gotten all the books. We've read all of them until I actually need something. Fuck. Alright, one hallway is fine. But no more hallways. Ooh, hello. There's a hose or a tube. Hose house. Cross off H. Still quite a few choices. Alright, now the question is, do I go back? You know what? Yes. I'm going to go back to the drawing room and hopefully draw something that I want. Dining room. Useful. Walk-in closet. You know what? With a free redraw, at this point, I'm okay with doing that. Breaker box. Veranda. Not necessarily what I want, but I'll take the utility closet. Ooh, hello. Ooh, and you. Yeah, you're in the T spot. Alright. Foundation, I need a key card. So therefore, we need to go through the hallways. Oh, fuck. Accidentally went up the stairs. Or the stars. Alright, let me not do that. This way gets me more openings anyway, so we'll spend the key over here. And we have the pool. Okay, now. We have some potential shenaniganery. And yes, the pool does not have stuff. So, okay. Now we really want the boiler room. I'm okay with picking the clock tower here, because that means I'm just going to get keys for tomorrow. Garage, hallway. Gym. I'm really trying for that boiler room. Okay, I don't want to go up. Ooh, shoes. Oh, I already climbed the clock tower. I already know what's up there. Oh, hey, there's the money. Already done that. It's not the first time I've drafted it. Okay. While I would love to pick you, Mr. Pump Room, I can't power you if I pick you. So, dining room it's going to have to be. Ooh. What is this? Country stew pie. I don't have the boiler room, you taunting bitch. You. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Alright, but if I keep going down... Ooh, money. Purse. Nice. But I think I understand what you meant by going up there to see if there is a metal detector thing. If I run out of stuff, then maybe I'll go back. But right now, that's... Okay. So right now, I'm going to go and check... Oh, but I could go up here first. This could... Yep, it's locked. Okay. Chart crate. Alright. You're right. The clock tower could indeed have something up here. Has money. And I've already seen that stuff. There's a rook. Maybe a rook means that they need to be in the corners. I mean, we know that the clock tower on the house is at the bottom right-hand corner. We know that. Time and tie, which again is missing one letter. And the estate from up here looks really cool, I will say. So I have no keys. I could try and make all my way all the way back to the commissary and buy something. I mean, that could be done. Seriously, the fact that the pool shows up and not the... See, this I can see the frustration with. I think you're about done today. Yep, I'm probably about done as well today, as you are correct. But yes, thank you for joining me yet again. I do enjoy... Yes, I am enjoying your company and whatnot. Thank you for watching. And again, if you missed one of the previous... I think you missed yesterday's. If that's the case, then yeah, go to the Stream Archive channel. Link down below, and you can see Oh, wait, no, that one's not... That one's not upload yet. Eventually you'll find the one you maybe missed. But yes, always fun, and don't worry, we'll definitely be back next week with more blueprints. The next time. Oh, hey, we got steps. Squeaky sneakers. Da, 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 da. Here we are. Okay, commissary. Through here. And around here. What have we got? Set of gems, shovel, magnifying glass. Well, I will buy the shovel. And the gems. Because we do have a couple dig spots, and maybe we can dig up a key. Maybe. Did the wine cellar have a dig spot? Can I see it from here? Not usually. Okay. Well, maybe usually. Moving through. Yep, we go through this to the courtyard. Hopefully we can find a key. Dig, dig, dig. We have a coin. Dig, dig, dig. I got a brick. Break a door down. Got a 9-inch nail. Gotta dispose of these things real safely. I have a key! Alright, back to the dining room then. Yes, yes. Here. And through. And then here. A couple steps lost, that's okay. Back we go. Walk-in closet, hallway, and the veranda. Veranda it will be then. Dig, dig, dig. Got a shoe. Got a boot. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, I forgot to dig the holes in the foundation. I always do. Hey, we got something. Hallway, observatory, coat check. We could do the coat check. Coat check would get us the key card back. We can then go into the foundation, but that would mean that I can't use the key card. I probably won't be able to put it back in the coat check. So, observatory, please. I want to see some stars. 10 does not exist, so it's a mashup between multitudes. Get 3 steps. And apples are pretty yummy today. Ballroom, pump room. Ballroom ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope with the pump room being picked right now. That I can get the boiler room in the next turn here. Luck, please be on my side. We can do the passageway. Okay. But I don't think the boiler... I think the boiler room cost a gem, so... No matter what, we're fucked. And we're locked anyway. So, okay. That's fine. Boop you. Right, because this comes from in here. Goes around to that. For some reason, never pulls correctly. think this might be a glitch. Because that shouldn't happen every time. Alright, whatever the case. Pick the kitchen, actually. Well, now at least we have some water going to the kitchen. Oh, you know what? Maybe it... Well, no, it does for here. And we are getting water here. We are kind of doing stuff. Alright. Yeah, the pool goes in the... Oh, there's a back one! Never saw you before. Oh, you know why? I think I know why. The pump needs to activate here in order for me to pump out water into this tank in order for me to fully drain a lot of everything. I might... Don't necessarily know if I can... Draining the pool. I mean, there is stuff happening here. There is a bunch of stuff happening. So, okay. If I'm pulling water... We're draining the water. Well, draining the water from this and putting it into the pool. Okay. So now... Switch the kitchen. And the pool. Fountain has now been completely... Okay. Okay, how many steps is it going to take me to get back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 steps. This isn't impossible. It's not impossible. Alright, is there anything else I need to drain? Not at this moment, no. Because I could drain the pool. but then if I do that, go back and go forth. Okay, so through the observatory. Plus, I may, in fact, save some steps because of my sneakers. We'll see. So, here. I was going to say the utility closet I could have turned off. Oh, still lost those steps. Could have turned off that. That's fine. We're okay. See, we might just have enough. I don't know for certain, though. Right, we're here. East wing. Foundation. And you know what? Since we're in here, let's dig. Maybe we'll get a turnip. No, I got a rock. There's always 2 dig spots here. And an old tin can. Great. Well, we'll recycle that later. All the way down. 9. Saved. 8. 7. Pantry. Saved. Yeah, I think... Okay, you know where I think I misunderstood that puzzle? It was because it had boiler room connectivity. I think, yeah. I needed... you know what? I don't know what I thought. But whatever the case may be... You mother... I literally have no words right now. Motherfucker. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay. Fuck. 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 Okay. Well, the day is done. The day is absolutely done. I've only got 6 steps. There's nothing I can do other than go to the outer room. But... Okay. So, the goal then is, for next stream, I'm fighting myself right now because now that I can get the key and get where it goes, I'm fighting myself to not continue this, but I have to stop today. I have to. So next stream, I mean, we're already up to almost 4 hours, and this is way too far longer than I wanted to. But next stream, we have the goal. Get to the antechamber, get the key, and get back out. So that means we need enough steps to get to the outside, in through the house, to the antechamber, and out, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. That we can pretty easily meander around this house pretty well. It's the antechamber opening that will be the issue. But we do know where all 3 levers are. So it's not the worst. We know 1 reliable, and the other 2 are kind of question marks, because they need specific circumstances. But we can do this tomorrow. We can do that tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next stream. Holy shit. I was not expecting the basement door. So what the hell does the foundation get me to? Oh, you know what? Maybe from here to the foundation gets me the shortcut. Could be. We're also still needing that gas line. And there's another something or other over there. Yeah, we're probably gonna end the day then. Shrine or tomb? Shrine. Give myself a potential buff for tomorrow. Or the next time. Couple coins. It's what I can afford, sir. Drafting. Ooh, for 3 days. While drafting, you may pay gems to spin floor plans. That actually will be quite useful. Do we have a digging spot here? It is outside. No, nothing. Nothing. Alright. Well then. With that motherfucking cliffhanger, cause that's one hell of a cliffhanger, we're gonna finish up the stream then. Call that a day. And here I thought today was going to be a wash day because we're clearing out the hallways from our pool, but no, I just unintentionally pump roomed the fountain. And maybe given water to the kitchen later as well. So that should be fun. That should be nice. A stately manor. Oh, how lovely. A stately manor. Oh. Oh, boy. Okay. Next stream. Oh, we are in it. Next stream. That's going to be next week. Stay tuned for that. It is. I'm fighting myself not to continue. I really am.